All right, guys, let's do this. What up? It's JoJo on the radio. This is the iHeartRadio Countdown. AJ Mitchell, when's the last time I saw you, dude?
I think it's been like 2-3 years. Probably 3, maybe even 4.
Way too long.
Way too long.
What do you? I assume you've been buried in a room writing music and all this good stuff.
I actually just finished up my album. This past year, I was writing in New York. It's called As Far As the Eye Can See, and it's definitely my best body of work that I've ever worked on in my life. Do you?
We're based in LA right now. We're sitting in Los Angeles. Do you still live in LA, or where are you at?
No, I live in New York now. I'm in Brooklyn.
What's that like?
It's amazing. It's amazing. I like the pace. There's like a good energy there. I lived in LA for like 5 years, but it didn't have the same energy that New York gives me.
Can you walk down the street and like just get like? Is it cool to be like people yell it like back and forth like cursing? Like you get cursed down all the time.
Yeah, but I like it because it's real. It feels real. You know, it's like. It's like, oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. At least you're being honest, you know.
New album. I think it's May 3rd. The date's coming out, or has that changed?
Yes, May 3rd.
May 3rd. All right, there we go.
Had to double check.
And it's you never know. You never know.
Yeah, right. You know.
And the album is finished as we speak.
Yes.
No last second tweaks, or it's done. It's
completely done. It's completely finished. Yes.
What can you leak? What can you say? Or maybe everything's top secret.
Oh man. All I could really say is I've never been more excited to release anything in my entire life. Like this is. I finally found like a good collaborative team and crew that I really love and appreciate, and they're like my family to me. So it just feels authentic and it feels like me. So,
is it when you write a song that's so? I assume it's or album that's so personal. Are you at times afraid to release? Like, am I saying too much here?
Honestly, no. With this album, I definitely poured out my heart, and I was very vulnerable and everything like that. My experiences that I went through. Right. But I'm just more excited for everyone to hear it. Honestly, I'm not nervous at all. I'm just ready for everyone to just dive in and listen to the album.
It seems like it's going to be your time, like something big.
I feel it.
As far as the eye can see, why the title? And I read that it was based on, we've all had our rough relationships. Don't reveal what you don't want to say. You know, I'm not that kind of dude. But is that have something to do with it? Yeah, I mean, for me, it kind of means no limitations. Like no limits, it's the human experience. Like, we're all human, so there's no limits to life. Just live to the fullest, honestly. And with As Far As the Eye Can See, that kind of came to me when my team was asking me where do I want to go and write my album, and I said I want to go as far as the eye can see because that helps me just be creative in a way. It's not like where do you want to go, meaning like what city to write in? Yeah, like where do I want to write? Like, do I want to write in New York or in LA? And we actually went to Colorado. And we stayed in a house where I could literally see this as far as the eye could see, like forest. I could see the city, and for me, that just allows me to feel creative. I guess I'm not like in a box in the studio, just like dull lights. It had like real lighting from the sun and just seeing nature. So yeah, it was like mountains and snow. That was your view. Yeah, what a cool spot. I've heard of people going to like tropical locations or just LA in an Airbnb or whatever. Yeah. But I've done that before. But this seems kind of, I don't know. Dude, I like that. Thank you. Makes me kind of, all right. AJ, your fans love you. I'm sure they're waiting for this album like crazy. Yeah. What is the craziest, what is the wildest or weirdest place you've ever been asked for a pic? You're probably going to say bathroom. Weirdest place? Actually, that hasn't happened yet. But if it did, I don't know. I would say, let's maybe go outside of the bathroom to take this picture. I can't remember like a weird time someone's asked me to take a picture. Are you the type guy that gets like, no matter where you are, you want to pick, for the most part, aside from the bathroom, let's do it? Yeah. No, of course. I'm not going to ever say no. I'm not like... I don't think I am, at least. I think that's, that's smart because I tell artists this all the time. It takes more time to explain why you're not taking the pic than just take the pic. Yeah, exactly. And smile a bit, and also be a little bit grateful that someone like appreciates you and loves you and your music. So like be a little grateful. Love it. AJ, your fans, they love you. They're beautiful, wonderful, lovely people, but every now and then somebody gets a little bit extra, it's I get it. It happens. Give me a crazy fan encounter story. Yeah, okay. So I was performing in the UK. I had a show. And after my show, I was getting into my bus and some fan just came and started banging on the bus. Let me take a picture with you. But like it wasn't like a normal like, hey, hi, can I get a picture? Like they were banging on the bus, like screaming, like, let me in. Like it was pretty insane. We told the driver, we're like, go, 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 like get out of here. Like something crazy about that. Yeah, it seemed like a little crazy.
A little crazy.
So I guess note to other fans, don't act like you're going to murder him if you want to pick. Gee. Maybe it's too early to talk about this. I'm assuming you're probably already in some sort of tour talks. If not, probably already done with them. I don't know. What are tour plans, or what can you say?
I can say that I'm looking at going on tour this year. Do you
love road life, AJ?
I do, actually.
Because everybody loves being on stage, but everything that goes along with it.
Yeah, actually, I like it. Because honestly, for me, I like my alone time. So when I'm in the car and like we have like a 2-hour drive, I'm like, oh, I can take time to actually be with myself, think about life. But obviously, I love being on stage and I love seeing the fans. I love singing my new music and seeing the reactions to it. Everything about it I love.
Is that? I mean, this is probably a common question for you, but it's just not normal. For people that are strangers, they don't know you. They're fans, but they've never met you. You've never met them, but they know every lyric to a song that you wrote in Colorado.
Yeah. It's pretty insane feeling, honestly.
That's got to be a rush that's hard to duplicate for sure. Foolish, I'm told you wrote it while in a toxic relationship. I've had one of those relationships in my past. I learned a lot from it. It was absolute hell.
Yeah.
Half my fault, I'm sure. You know, what did you like? What inspired you to write this song? And is it therapeutic for you to sing, for you to write, all that stuff?
Definitely therapeutic. So I went to the studio one day, and I just started playing the piano. I already had like the verse chords, and then I started playing the Foolish melody, the da 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 da. And I just played that on the piano, and I was like, oh, that's beautiful. I got to throw some lyrics on top of that. That should be the chorus melody. And I was talking to one of my writers about like the relationship I call situationship that I was in.
Right.
And honestly, I just started singing like, "Am I foolish for thinking that I could run right in the fire and not get burned?" And it just went from there. But yeah, it definitely takes two to tango. We both realized like this is probably something we shouldn't be in, like the relationship. But sometimes the feeling kind of overweighs your conscious thoughts.
And sometimes, you know, bad moments turn into good music.
Exactly.
Which is the craziest thing, dude. Let's do it, man. Foolish.
Let's do it.
We've talked about this track. You know, we know a little bit about it. You know, what else can you say about Foolish before I hit the red blinking button here?
We're all foolish.
Ain't that the truth?
Yeah.
Pretty much all you need right there.
Yeah.
AJ, you've been around and toured and done a lot of live shows. Give me two-part question.
Okay.
Give me your best live performance ever. It was almost perfect, and then the complete flip of that. Give me your worst. Everything went straight to hell.
I'm going to give you my worst first because that's what I can think of. I was in Nashville.
Oh, give God.
And it was the end of my show. And I said, "Thank you, New York."
Oh, God.
And I left the stage. And then I came back and I was like, "Sorry. Thank you, Nashville. I was just performing in New York." And that was just one of my worst moments. Oh, it's not that bad, but it's bad.
Happens,
it's bad.
You know?
It's bad. And they all looked at me like, and it's already Nashville, so they're not like dancing. They're kind of just sitting there watching the whole time. They don't really dance in Nashville. I don't know why, but
it happens. It happens to the best of us, you know. Fair enough. All right, now your best. What was that
best performance? Oh man, I don't know. This awesome, is more like all of them, so I can't really. No, I'm just kidding.
You know, it is what it is. AJ, you might not know this about me. Maybe you do. I don't know. But I am obsessed with the paranormal.
Okay.
Ghost, UFOs,
cool.
Haunted stuff.
I love that. Me
too. I know you've been kind of obsessed with like abandoned buildings and haunts as well. Have you ever had an encounter where you would consider it to be, you know, maybe paranormal?
Yes, I have.
What do you got?
I think. I was staying, I used to live with my manager, and we stayed in this house that was absolutely haunted. There was one time where the kitchen just smelled terrible for like 5 minutes, and then all of a sudden it just went away. We're like, what the hell? Right. And then one night, oh man, this is a long story.
Go ahead. I'm all in.
Okay,
all in.
One night, I was like in the bathroom. I was like brushing my teeth, and my manager was in his room. That day, I was just like with him all day. I was pranking him and all that. So he thought I was pranking him. He saw like his doorknob like turn, and so he turned on the lights. He saw his doorknob just like go back.
It's a horror movie.
And so he like opened up the door thinking I was there playing with him, but I wasn't. I was in the bathroom, and the craziest part is I heard someone walk down the hallway. Like I heard someone walk down the hallway. And so when he came out and he's like, "Were you just messing with me?" I was like, "No, but I heard someone walk down the hallway." It like gives me goosebumps even thinking about it. But that happened. Also, another person that lived in that house said that they felt like someone breathing on them at night.
Jeez.
Yeah. So this house was just really.
Do you know the backstory? Where was the house at, first of all?
It was in Santa Monica. Oh, Mar Vista.
Gotcha.
It was in Mar Vista. Also, this is even crazier. Right after we moved out, apparently the one guy just moved in after us, and he went crazy. He like went crazy and got shot like in the doorway at the house. Yeah.
So this house is really
it's something.
Is there a backstory that you're aware of, or did you ever look into it?
No, we didn't really look into it. I was like, I'm good. I don't even want to ever go back to that place ever again. I don't want something attached to me. I don't even know. I don't know, but I'm good.
If you don't know, but I would love to find out the location, not necessarily now, but whenever.
Yeah.
I'll let you know. Do some research. What the heck?
Yeah, that was insane story.
Was the rent like super cheap, or what? Like, because I get you a deal, you can rent a place?
No, it wasn't. It wasn't.
Oh my God. So if you guys live in that area, good God. AJ Foolish, the video, we talked about the song earlier. The video, it's super cinematic, like a movie. You're in the middle. It looks like you're in the middle of the ocean, and you get trapped in a jungle. And, talk about this video, because this is something.
Yeah, man. Honestly, it was directed by Omar Jones. And definitely one of my all-time favorite music videos I've ever shot. I said that for this video, I really wanted to be in nature, kind of just to show off nature.
Is that a reference? Is that not a reference, but is that a kind of because of Colorado and the nature, and you were like writing this, do you think that's had an effect on it?
Yeah, I think all of that kind of has an effect, and kind of where I grew up as well, because I grew up in a really small town. Okay. And like that's why I love like abandoned buildings and like overgrown things, because that's where I came from. And like I used to go to abandoned buildings when I was younger, because that was like the cool thing to do. And that's all there was.
Friends for sure if we grew up together, no doubt. Oh my God.
Yeah, of course. So yeah, I just wanted to be in nature. So we went to Puerto Rico and literally shot the coolest music video like I've ever been a part of in my life. It's beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So if you haven't seen it, go check it out.
Yeah, you guys need to watch this video. And one thing I think is just cool is the fact that you, in the scene that very beginning, where you look like you're in the middle, like abandoned at sea, but in reality, this beautiful resort is on the other side of you, right?
Yeah, yeah. If you're looking at me, it's like, whoa, that looks terrifying. But then you like pan behind me, resort, people are like tanning and swimming in the pool.
That's hilarious, dude. Goals for 2024. I know we talked tour, the album's coming out. Talk about your goals for this year.
Goals for this year. Honestly, I'm really big on like my mental and physical health at the moment. So like getting that in check. Also, I'm still writing. I'm still practicing my piano, my guitar. So I just want to be well-rounded with everything. So that's kind of my goals for myself, at least. And then, hopefully going on tour. Going to see my fans around the world. I really need to do that. It's been way too long since I've been on the road. So
it's gonna be a big year for you, right? You feel something like really
I definitely feel
kind of brewing,
for sure.
Speaking of your fans, message to your new fans coming up and the ones who've been with you since day one.
To my fans who've been with me since day one, like I'm so grateful for you guys. Like I couldn't do this without them. I couldn't do this without you guys. So I'm grateful for you guys, and I love you guys so much. And thank you for sticking with me on this journey.
What else do people need to know about AJ Mitchell? AJ Mitchell.
That's a good question. I think we kind of hit everything.
Quite a few
album,
things.
As far as I can see, Foolish, Passionate, Flowers on the Moon.
Was that a top secret thing there?
A little bit, yeah. Maybe like next single or something.
Hey, one challenge I want to throw at you before you start this tour. Talking about the ghost and the paranormal and all that stuff.
Yeah.
At some point, one of these hotels you're going to stay at has a history. Look out for room 324. Don't stay on the 7th floor. Whatever it is.
I'm going to do it.
Find one haunted hotel room, stay in it for the night, and just tell me what happens.
Okay. I will. I actually will. I will do that.
Fair enough.
I will do that.
Love it. AJ, it's good to see you, man.
Good to see you too, man.
At the end of every interview, fist bump to make it official.
Yes,
Give me a
sir.
little bye.
Yes, sir.